Hi, my name is Alex, and I'm animating this on my toilet. So this is part 4 of my Nuzlocke series. So if you haven't watched the previous parts or just don't remember what happened, here's an ad card. Anyway, on to the real video. So I reached the third part of Route 9 and catch a Clobbopus. I caught Clobbo because I realized since they have different names, that I could technically catch a Pokemon there. Anyway, the entrance of the town where the 7th gym is was locked, and nobody thought of going around. So I go around and encounter Marty, and I obliterate her team. Then I enter the alleyway that was the town of Spikemuth. After healing and easily passing the gym challenge, I decided to do one Poké Job, which I almost regretted, because my Pokemon got to level 51. Thinking that I was way too overleveled so the gym would be easy, I went into Spikemuth to challenge Pierce. And when the battle started, I realized I actually didn't heal. All my Pokemon were at full HP, so what I was worried about were the power points. The first up was his Scraggy, which Dipper 2-shots with Drain Punch. Dipper was left with some damage and around 4 power points for Drain Punch. Crap. And next up was his Malamar, and then I realized I didn't have a plan for it. So I throw Bugs Bunny at it and use an elixir on Dipper so I could have Drain Punch at full power points. Then Malamar literally one-shots Bugs Bunny, so I switch out to Batman who 3-shots Malamar. Then came out our strongest Pokemon, Obstagoon. So I send out Dipper and he actually managed to one-shot it. And then lastly came out his Skuntank, which Tommy was able to 2-shot. And then I get the Dark type gym badge. Then I hear another loud explosion and run to the scene. Finally! Something interesting will happen! What's going on here? Nothing, just leave. I'll handle this. Frick you. Anyway, after that, I go to Hammerlock and I encountered Hop. I got my gun loaded to kill him, but he didn't want to battle. He just told me that Leon brutally killed a Dynamax Berserker, which was the thing that caused the explosion. Then I arrived to Hammerlock to basically find Leon and Sonia flirting. And with that, it's time for the Dragon Gym. But as you guys probably know, I have no Ice type. Unless you count Ice Punch. So I grabbed Chew, forced him to do Pokemon labor, evolved him into a Weavile, just to realize its ice moves are practically pointless. So I drag my lazy butt back to the wild area, catch a Vanillish, force him to do Pokemon labor, and then realize I don't need an Ice type on my team. I'm just gonna do this with my actual team. So I go back to the stadium where the guy told me that the challenge is actually at the vault. So then I got randomly teleported into the vault. So I killed the 3 trainers that were waiting for me. And then it was time to defeat Raihan. So the way that Raihan's gym works is that it's a double battle. So my plan was to use Dipper and Tommy to one-shot practically everything. But this plan was easily killed. Dipper one-shot Flygon, but Tommy didn't one-shot Gigalith. And Gigalith goes for a super effective move on Tommy. Tommy was still in the green, but it was definitely something to worry about. Then Raihan sent out his Silly Cobra, which I thought Dipper could one-shot, but didn't. At least Gigalith was gone thanks to Tommy now. But this meant that Duraludon was next. But I knew that Tommy wouldn't be able to take a Max Knuckle from Duraludon. So I Dynamax Dipper, use a Max Knuckle, and switch Tommy out for Wendy, who was able to tank a Max Knuckle. Then Silly Cobra decides to paralyze Dipper. It wasn't going too good. Wendy was 100% going to die, Duraludon was still here, and Dipper was paralyzed. So then Wendy kills Silly Cobra, says farewell, and got taken out by a Max Knuckle. The same Pokemon that was responsible for the first death was responsible for getting this win. Without the annoying Silly Cobra, Dipper was able to take out Duraludon, pushing through the paralysis. And now I have the Dragon Badge. And with Wendy's death, I added the Bulbous one to my team. And before we move forward, we just need to pay our respects for Wendy, the fallen hero. Anyway, then I encountered Sonia and Professor Magnolia talking about stuff I didn't really pay attention to. Then I get the Bulbous one on par with everyone else, go to the Hammerlock station where I find Hop, and he tells me about how he easily destroyed Raihan, and Raihan sends us off to Route 10. In Route 10, I made it through the budget victory road, destroying every trainer along the way and catching nothing. Then I arrive at Winden, make my way to the stadium, and in the stadium I enter the semifinals, so we could battle it out to see which trainer would be the one to fight big bad, stupid idiot Leon. My first battle was against Marnie. She starts off trash talking about how she'll become champion and she's gonna kick my butt. I'm gonna be running to my mommy and all that crap. But I'm not really sure about that because I easily destroyed all of her team. Next up was Hop, but since I knew his double had a psychic type move, I used Pokemon Camp to make Dipper my friend so he might have a chance to avoid the move if he really had to. Then I realized that Pokemon Camp actually levels you up, but I was trying to avoid leveling people up, so oops. Anyway, it's time for the final battle against Tom. Alex, it's been nice, but I'm the one that's gonna become the new champion. Yeah, sure, whatever, Mr. I was depressed. Anyway, Dipper easily one-shots his double and Snorlax, and I have Bugs Bunny kill Corviknight and Pincurchin. And now, it was only his Rillaboom next. And for the sake of old times, I choose Bugs Bunny to go against it. Bugs Bunny obliterated it, just like old times. Then we encounter Leon, who says things I didn't pay attention to, and we go to the hotel, I think. But it turns out we made plans with Leon to have dinner, and he never showed up. Then Pierce showed up, tells us he saw Leon going to Rose Tower, and along with Marnie and Team Yell, we go out to find Leon. But Oleana stops us saying that he's in an important meeting with a chairman. But nobody buys it, and we go on a wild goose chase after some random guy to get into Rose Tower. A few minutes later, we finally go inside. Once inside of Rose Tower, we battle our way to the top and meet Oleana on top, who tells us that she'll defeat me to stop me from stopping the meeting. So I kill her Pokemon and we get to Leon. I need to do this one thing to save the people of Galar, even though it'll only affect them in 1,000 years, and we need to do it tomorrow. Really? Why can't we just at least wait after the champion match? No. Why? No. You know what? I'm leaving. Let's go, Hop and Alex. After waking up, I go to Winden to get the champion cup over with. Leon gives the speech about how we're the final challengers and crap, and then Bede comes out of nowhere to pick a fight with me. Like usual. So I kill his Pokemon with Bugs Bunny, Taxus, and Batman. Then I had to fight Nessa, who was harder than she should have been. Tommy ended up triggering Glissad's emergency exit, so her Barraskewda comes out. So I switch to Taxus to take it out, but it gets hit by a super effective move that almost kills it. So I switch out to the bulbous one, who killed Barraskewda and Seaking. Then I switch out to Batman so it could take a hit from Pelipper so I could heal Taxus. So I switch out to Taxus after it gets healed, but it gets hit pretty hard and gets confused. So I had to finish it off with Tommy. Then came out its Glissadpod, so I switch out to Batman, almost one-shot it. So then its emergency exit gets triggered and it switches to Dreadnought. Now I had Batman against her Dreadnought that was about to Gigantamax. So I nervously switch out to the bulbous one. Her Dreadnought Gigantamaxes, uses Max Darkness, which tickles the bulbous one. So I Dynamax the bulbous one, one-shot Dreadnought. Then I finish off Glissadpod with Batman. And now B was next. And just like in the gym, Batman one-shotted all of her Pokemon. And now it's time for the last trainer before I fight Leon, Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn's first Pokemon was Torkoal, which Tommy two-shot, but almost died in the process. Then came out his Goodra, who I three-shotted and wasted a turn healing Tommy. Then I two-shot Turtonator with Tommy and two-shot Flygon with the bulbous one. And lastly was his big bad Duraludon, which Dipper easily two-shot, and it was finally time to fight Leon. So, it's all led up to this, hasn't it? Yep, all the deaths and close calls have led me here. Death? Who died? It's because I'm doing Nuzlocke. Makes sense. And all the grinding and murders won't be in vain. We all know you didn't grind anything. Yeah, you got me. Just fight already! Okay then. Are you ready? Yep. Let's get this over. Hello, it is I, your chairman. So, upon trying to unleash the Darkest Day for the future of Galar, I may have done a poopsie. So, Leon, this is your responsibility now. Peace! Rap, we gotta go. You gotta do something to help. How about we go to that forest place and we get the sword dog and the shield dog so we can save Galar? Yeah, let's go. Huh? What are you guys doing here? Sword dog, shield dog, forest. Now bye! There they are. What? Guys, you didn't really explain well why you're here. We're looking for the legendary dogs. We actually just saw them. Really? Yeah. Hey look, sword and a shield. Let's go get them, Alex. Okay then. Now we have this. Let's go back to Hammerlock. Yeah, let's go.
Ah, that's hot.
What? The darkest day is here. Now we can solve the energy crisis. But isn't Eternatus out of control? Fight! Yeah, for some reason, Rose summoned the frickin' darkest day and Eternatus and lost control. So with Bugs Bunny, I burn Rose. And now, it's time to stop Eternatus. But obviously I can't do that without Pokejobs, so I did some of those. And now it's actually time to stop Eternatus. Don't worry, guys. I got this. To contain Eternatus, I'll just throw a Pokeball at it. What? Wow. What a surprise. A regular Pokeball didn't work. I guess the Pidgey just runs in your family. So after Eternatus comes at me, I throw Tommy in its face, pun not intended, and once I defeat it, it goes into the air, becomes a giant hand, and comes at us. Go Double! Double? Why can't we attack? I don't know. How about we just hold the sword and shield in the air? What? Just do it. Fine. Look! It's sword dog and shield dog! What? You want the sword and shield? Okay. What the heck? Hey! I can attack now! Okay then. Let's do this. So after a while of attacking a giant hand, we finally defeated it. And I got to catch it with a regular Pokeball. Just to piss off Leon. Wait, where'd he go? He ran away after things got intense. Wow, what a champion. Speaking of champion, now it's time to fight Leon. I guess it's time for the real fight, eh? I don't care, dude. Let's just get this over with. Come on, man. Freaking party pooper. First up was his Aegislash, and I obviously used Bugs Bunny against it. So after I used Protect to match its King Shield, I killed it off with one Pyro Ball. Then with his Haxorus. So I brought out Batman because he resisted all of Haxorus' moves. And after a while, it was down 2. Next up was Dragon Ball. So I brought out somebody I'd never used before. Tari. Because what you guys didn't know was that all this time whenever I did Pokejobs, I picked other Pokemon to be sent along as well if they were going to be useful later. And since Dipper probably wouldn't have been useful in this fight, I switched them out for Tari. Anyway, using Tari was a high risk, high reward strategy because even though I knew Tari probably wouldn't get one-shotted, if she didn't one-shot Dragapult, she'd die. Which is why I gave her the Scope Lens, so it could have a higher chance of landing a critical hit because that's how I think it works. And if all failed, we had the Bulbous one to finish Dragapult off. So Dragapult used Shadow Ball and got Tari to 32 HP. Then Tari was able to one-shot it. Then came out Mr. Rhyme, which Bugs Bunny nearly one-shotted, which would have been bad if his attack didn't tickle and if Leon hadn't wasted his max heal thing on him. Anyway, Bugs Bunny took it out and Inteleon came out. So I took out Taxes, and since Leon comes from a family of idiots, instead of using a quad super effective move, he used Fake Tears. So Taxes easily killed it, and only Charizard was left. So I switched out to Tommy for another high risk, high reward play. If Tommy didn't one-shot it, it would die. And who knows what would happen to the rest of my team if that happened. So we Dynamax our Pokemon, Charizard uses Max Silver Rose, and Tommy lived on 55 HP. And Tommy uses Max Rockfall and clutches the victory. Leon congratulates me, and now I'm the champion of Galar. Thank you guys so much for watching this Nuzlocke. It was pretty fun. A nice change and experience, and I would definitely do this again sometime. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe and like always. I'm finally done with this Nuzlocke series. It's made me hate Pokemon, at least playing Pokemon games, for a long time. I was planning on doing the post game But now, no, I just really don't. I don't feel like it. Having to play Pokemon every single day since like December changes you. It really changes you. Anyway, yeah. I never want to make a video this long again. It really changes someone when they have to record for that long. Anyway, I hope you've been having a nice day. Remember that God loves you and to keep getting back up no matter what. Good day.